Right now, the Middleton School District is trying to paint a clearer picture as to what happened during yesterday's lockdown at Middleton High School, what we now know and what questions still need to be answered.
Also a busy day at the state capitol as lawmakers introduce and vote on legislation covering a variety of topics. How the U.S. Constitution is involved in one of those decisions.
And Senator Ron Johnson back on the campaign trail, what he's saying about Democrats' attempt to change the filibuster rules. News 3 Now at 6 starts right now.
And we are going to start with the weather. Frigid temperatures will be creating some dangerous conditions overnight. We could see some of the lowest temperatures that we've felt in some time.
Dozens of schools have already canceled classes for tomorrow, and you can see them scrolling at the bottom of your screen and also at channel3000.com. But let's get a check now on your certified most accurate forecast with Chief Meteorologist Gary Canalti for how low these temperatures will actually go.
Well, Charlotte, it's likely this will be our coldest night of the winter, or at least so far it will be. Let's start out by looking at an alert day that we have in the forecast. We're looking at low temperatures between 15 and 20 below zero, and wind chills as cold as 35 below zero by tomorrow morning, and daytime temperatures in the single digits above zero, with wind chills as cold as 15 below zero even during the day. Low temperatures this morning dropped to 10 below zero in Madison, but in those favored cold spots, especially down in the Wisconsin River Valley, Lone Rock and Boscobel, they're near the Wisconsin River, and those temperatures dropped to 20 below zero. High temperatures today only in the single digits through much of southern Wisconsin, and right now temperatures are just barely above zero in Madison, but already below zero to the north and west of town. And wind chills are down to near 10 below zero in Madison, but Platteville right now has a wind chill of 21 below zero, and those temperatures and wind chills will continue to drop. We have wind chill advisories in effect from midnight or from 8 p.m. tonight until noon tomorrow for all of southern Wisconsin. Future track wind chills by tomorrow morning show wind chills as cold as 25 to 35 below zero over parts of southern Wisconsin, with a low temperature in Madison of around 18 below zero. Tomorrow's high temperature only around 11, and that won't occur until midnight tomorrow night. But fortunately, we'll see a brief warm up for Thursday. I'll have more on that in the forecast in a few minutes.
All right, Gary, thank you. We're already seeing more than 40 schools closing or delaying classes tomorrow across the area. Most are in the rural areas. No word yet from districts like Madison, Janesville, Middleton, or Verona. We have a full list of closings at channel3000.com and on the bottom of your screen. As we hear more from districts and hear from more districts, that information will be updated immediately. And if your child's school is not on the list yet, it might be a good time to download our weather app. It has all our closings, all our delays, and the latest forecast, so it'll be a good thing to check out tomorrow morning. You can find it for free in your phone's app store. Just search WISC Weather. A 15-year-old could face disorderly conduct charges after a lockdown at Middleton High School yesterday. Now, initial reports said he was 16 and may have had a gun. We've since learned statements he made to staff made them think he had a gun, but a lot of questions remain for the school district tonight, and Naomi Coles explains.
Police released new information today saying they believe the student was actually off the school property for most of the lockdown. I also talked to the school district. They explained that the lockdown was more challenging than normal because it happened over the lunch hour.
We're going to lock the school down.
Middleton High went into lockdown around 12:30. The district said a student made a series of threats to a staff member that made them think the student was armed. As police searched for the student, confusion as they tried to learn what kind of situation it was.
You just confirmed this isn't active as we speak, correct? Negative, this is not an active shooter situation.
We didn't get like an explanation. We just all went under our desks and just kind of sat there waiting for
At one point, they thought they found him in a room, but it was the wrong person.
27, we have confirmation from 2 faculty members on site that he is in a room, in a safe room, with other students. So just an update, we're hearing this is the wrong.
I asked the district today were all procedures followed. They explained because it happened during lunch and students were coming and going from campus, making sure all students were secured was, quote, challenging. Not everyone was on campus when it went into lockdown, but staff followed all procedures once police announced that lockdown. After about 45 minutes...
At the school entrance at the stop sign, he's complying right now. We have 4 on scene. Just hold the air.
42521 in custody.
It's been about 2 months since the school's last safety drill. The school also told me they've been meeting with police officials today to assess what happened and to figure out if they need to make any changes going into the future. For News 3 Now, I'm Naomi Coles.
A sentencing date is set for Chandler Halderson. Online court records show that he's scheduled to be sentenced on March 17th. Last week, a jury found him guilty of all 8 charges he faced stemming from his parents' murders. He faces up to life in prison due to the first-degree intentional homicide charges, but a judge could decide if he will have the possibility of parole.
The Rock County Medical Examiner identifies a man who died in a fire last week. Officials say 76-year-old William Herkert died at a hospital following a fire at a home in the 3700 block of Bryn Mawr Drive, January 20th. According to a press release, Mr. Herkert suffered a medical event not directly related to the fire while crews were at the scene and was hospitalized. The fire and Herkert's death remain under investigation.
Online court records show a former Rock County Sheriff's deputy accused of sexually assaulting multiple children over a period of several years has posted bond. Today, Gary Huber waived a preliminary hearing. He faces 10 felony charges, including first-degree child sexual assault. According to a criminal complaint, Huber allegedly assaulted multiple children between 2010 and 2016 before he was hired as a Rock County deputy in August of 2016. The sheriff's office says it learned of the allegations July of 2021. An arraignment in the case is set for February the 14th. The woman charged in the death of Wisconsin Public Media Director Jean Purcell is pleading not guilty. Shanisha Umis is charged with homicide by negligent operation of a vehicle. The court entered the plea on her behalf. Her attorney requested a bail modification, which the judge denied. Umis's bail remains at $3,000. A criminal complaint alleges Umis was driving on the westbound Beltline frontage road near Grandview Boulevard when she allegedly hit Purcell, who was on a motorcycle. Purcell died of his injuries at a hospital.
Wisconsin calling for a convention of the states to consider making multiple changes to the U.S. Constitution, becoming the 16th state to do so. The Wisconsin Senate approved it on a 17-15 vote with all Democrats and 4 Republicans against. Wisconsin became the first state since Mississippi in 2019 to approve of the resolution. Congress must receive requests from 34 states to convene a convention of the states. Assembly Speaker Robin Vos refusing to say whether he would support legalizing absentee ballot boxes in the battleground state after former President Trump spoke out against it. In 2020, Vos voiced support for absentee ballot drop boxes while arguing against the collection of ballots in Madison parks by election workers. Republicans are working on election-related bills for consideration later this year. Wisconsin law does not currently authorize absentee ballot boxes, even though they were widely used in 2020, an issue that's the subject of ongoing lawsuits. 2 state lawmakers are introducing a new bill that would show how much money comes out of your taxes for voucher schools. Democratic State Senator Chris Larson and State Representative Jody Emerson say they want transparency on voucher schools in the state.
It has been with us now for over 30 years, and yet it is not something that most people in the state of Wisconsin see pulled off on their taxpayer bills, their tax bills as they come every single year. This bill corrects that.
Knowledge is power. It's important that taxpayers have information. And I'm sure all of my colleagues will agree, and I'm hopeful that this will get a quick hearing so that the citizens of Wisconsin will have complete and accurate information about where their hard-earned dollars are going.
Now, last year, about $166 million in taxpayer money went to voucher schools. State legislature going to have to decide what to do with the surplus after Wisconsin's budget forecast improved by nearly $3 billion. It was driven by higher than expected tax collections. Governor Evers called for using the money to provide relief immediately to families struggling with rising costs and businesses facing challenges. But Republican legislative leaders say the money would go to tax cuts in the next budget to be written in 2023.
Governor Evers is visiting more recipients of the Broadband Access Grant. Today, he stopped by the Reedsburg Utility Commission with Tyler Hebner, the Commissioner of the Public Service Commission. There, he presented 4 light-speed grants to businesses in Sauk and Iowa counties. The money comes from the American Rescue Plan Act. Since 2019, the governor says his administration has made investments that will connect 300,000 homes and businesses.
We know that the digital divide is holding our state back, and the access to reliable internet connectivity. It's not a luxury, it is a necessity.
The governor declared 2021 the year of broadband access in Wisconsin and is looking to make more investments this year.
Incumbent U.S. Senator Ron Johnson making stops around the state as he campaigns for a 3rd term. Today, stopping by Quick Trip headquarters in La Crosse to visit with business leaders and meet with constituents as well. Besides answering questions about COVID treatments, he was also asked about Democrats' attempts to change filibuster rules.
If you want to do big things, if you want to make big changes, the United States Senate forces you to get a big majority. In other words, support from a broad base of the American public. That's the role of the Senate. I would never consider changing the Senate from that standpoint at all.
Senator Johnson will be in Outagamie County tomorrow visiting Team Industries and also a Catholic school. Coming up, could we soon see the end of Omicron? What one UW health expert is saying. And
Pfizer is looking to answer some major questions with the new COVID vaccine. What those questions are and when the new vaccine could be available.
You're watching Madison's fastest growing newscast. News 3 now at 6.
Oh my gosh. Wow. Who am I? Wow, is that really me?
Hi, I'm Annette, and I'm an actress. Under eye bags and wrinkles are so frustrating. They're so hard to hide and so hard to get rid of. I came across Plexiderm, and I was so excited. We have a model. His name is Richie, and all he's doing is taking a small amount. It's so powerful. That's all it takes.
This new year, in just 10 minutes, you'll look incredible.
This is something that you can do in the convenience of your own home. It's a cream. It's a topical. It literally creates an invisible layer that tightens the skin and smooths it out. All you do is gently rub it underneath your eyes, on your fine lines and wrinkles, and it
visibly disappears in as little as 10 minutes.
My real true opinion is holy words I can't say on camera. This is absolutely unbelievable. I mean, I could feel it just lifting my skin. It was amazing. It feels good. Feels great. Looks even better.
I can't even believe that this worked. I was a little skeptical, I am not going to lie, because I saw people online with it and I'm like, yeah, right, that can't possibly work. I'm telling you, it really works.
I thought I might see a little difference, but to see that big of a difference, and I felt something happening, but I had no idea. Like, I have so many dark circles, I have the puffiness, I have the lines. Like, it's amazing. I love it.
I did this to my father at home because I was skeptical. Yes, I admit it. 4 minutes, 34 seconds. The appearance of his under eye bag was completely gone. We were screaming. You have an event, you have any of those moments where you want to feel the best about yourself. I am telling you, the videos that you see on social media and TV are real.
This new year is the best time to get Plexiderm for only $14.95 and see it work for yourself after your first application. Your solution is at plexidermtrial.com or call the number on your screen.
A key COVID-19 vaccine trial is now underway, and it is raising questions about the future of coronavirus prevention. Pfizer and BioNTech are starting a clinical trial for a new vaccine made to specifically target the Omicron variant. They're now testing it to evaluate its safety, tolerability, and level of immune response. Pfizer's study will examine the Omicron-specific vaccine as both a primary dose and a booster dose in nearly 1,400 healthy adults, ages 18 to 55.
We are looking to see if we can create a vaccine that covers Omicron and doesn't forget the other variants.
Health experts say the trial can potentially answer two major questions. Does this vaccine make a difference? And is a fourth dose really needed? Pfizer's CEO says the company plans to have the new Omicron-specific vaccine ready in March.
Earlier today, we talked with UW Health's Dr. Jeff Pothoff on reports of Omicron cases in Wisconsin. He says there was an issue with how data was uploaded into the state system last week that inflated case numbers.
In general, all those cases count, but they may not have all occurred on that same day. So I think it's fair to say that maybe we're coming off peak. Peak was probably last week, but maybe not to the same tune as some of those days would have you believe.
Dr. Pothoff also says different factors like geographical features can determine why some places are coming off peak faster than others. Still ahead on News 3 now at 6. Settling in, we hear from a refugee family from Afghanistan on their journey to the U.S. Now they're adjusting to their new lives in Wisconsin.
Plus, it's going to be dangerously cold tonight, but could we see a warm-up later in the week? Gary has your complete forecast next.
3 days only. Day Furs acquired over 500 new garments and cool weather accessories, and everything must go. Save 40 to 80%. Pre-owned furs starting at $49. All accessories 60% off at Day Furs this Thursday through Saturday, 10 a.m. to 6 p.m.
Is price inflation costing you way more now for food, shelter, and basic expenses? Is paying credit cards and high debt now getting harder? I'm attorney Peter Francis Geraci. Call Geraci Law to see about Chapter 7 or 13 to eliminate or consolidate as low as $275 a month. On your phone, from your home, or old school in person. $0 down to start. Hit the debt-free button. Click or call now.
The Washington swamp. Ron Johnson's up to his neck in it. It's no surprise Johnson broke his promise to only serve 2 Senate terms as his net worth doubled in office. Johnson pushed for a new tax loophole for the wealthiest Americans, personally benefited from the tax break, and 2 of his biggest donors pocketed millions. Ron Johnson's deep in the swamp, out for himself, not us. SMP is responsible for the content of this ad.
Finding the right ingredients for a healthy lifestyle can be tricky. That's why SSM Health and News 3 Now are here to help.
Our Time for Kids recipe for health experts use online conversations and on-air reports to answer your health questions.
So tell us, what topics would your family like to hear about? What questions do you have?
Use the handy feedback form on our Time for Kids page to share what matters most to your family's health. And together,
let's take time for kids.
To those who take care of others, who come to work each and every day and continue to give their all. To those who work tirelessly, who help us stay safe and healthy and show compassion for those in need. To our more than 3,400 pharmacists and farm techs across the Midwest, we say thank you.
3 days only. Day Furs acquired over 500 new garments and cool weather accessories, and everything must go. Save 40 to 80%. Pre-owned furs starting at $49. All accessories 60% off at Day Furs this Thursday through Saturday, 10 a.m. to 6 p.m.
You are watching News 3 Now at 6.
Over the past few weeks, Afghan refugees and their families are settling into their new lives here in Wisconsin.
Emily Davies shares the story of one of those families on their resettlement experience.
Salam, welcome, welcome.
If you know nothing about Afghan culture, when you come to the Matei home,
You can have your tea.
I will.
Yeah.
You will quickly learn hospitality is very important.
The person to coming here should eat and drink something with us.
Matula Matei was a businessman, political analyst, and tribal leader in a place known as Little America in Afghanistan. And was very used to having many people visit his home regularly, something that has continued since his family of 8 arrived in Wassa days before his 40th birthday.
This is the new culture, new life. But I'm feeling that I just moved from small America to the large America.
He worked alongside numerous U.S. government agencies in Afghanistan. He also spoke publicly against the Taliban, which put a target on his back. They set fire to his office, burning all of the shops attached to it.
Few months before of the 6th August, the Taliban killed my older brother, older daughter. They thought that Matula Mati is here. So that was very terrible time for me and for those whom worked with American soldiers. But Lord thanks, now we are safe here.
Fleeing the country was challenging, but in August, Marines he had worked with helped his family get through the crowded Kabul airport to a refugee camp in Germany, then to Fort Pickett in Virginia before being resettled in Wassa. The last few weeks, they have been busy building a new life.
Of course we got hurt when we left our country. This will be a challenge for them to start the new life in the new culture, learning. What is your name?
My name is Nina.
I'm sure when they learn English about the law of the Wassa, the people of America,
Come to learn.
they will not get bored and will not be regret for their coming here.
Where are you from? I am from Afghanistan.
Wow, You're from Wasa now.
He encourages people to visit and share some milk tea and stories.
Bread or the naan is very similar to like our rice patties that we make in our culture.
And after months of living as a refugee, he is eager to begin working to serve his community and family as he did before.
So now I'm feeling good. I'm thinking that I'm in Afghanistan. My tribe is coming. Yes, now this is my tribe. I should be their tribe leader here too.
Well, it goes without saying you're going to want to stay inside tonight. Let's now check back in with Gary for a complete look at your cold forecast.
Well, late last week, we could already see that the potential was there for some bitterly cold temperatures for tonight. We put an alert day in the forecast, and it's still there for tonight and Wednesday. Low temperatures tonight between 15 and 20 below zero, but you factor in the winds, and they won't be that strong, which is a good thing because even with the winds that we're expecting, wind chills could drop to as cold as 35 below zero. High temperatures tomorrow probably will occur around midnight. During the day will be between about 5 and 10 degrees with wind chills perhaps as cold as 15 below zero during the day. Low temperatures this morning, 10 below in Madison. To our north and west, mainly teens below zero. A few places hit the 20 below zero mark. Current temperatures are just barely above zero in Madison, but already below zero in the western and northern parts of our viewing area, and already into the teens below zero over western Minnesota. These are current wind chills. 9 below zero in Madison, 20 below zero in Dubuque, 23 below zero in Marshfield. Some areas are down to close to 30 below zero. And future track wind chills by starting now and running overnight. You can see those wind chills dropping at times to perhaps as cold as 25 to 35 below zero in spots. So just brutally cold for tonight. Tomorrow, even during the day, those wind chills staying below zero across much of our part of the Midwest. So wind chill advisories go into effect at 8 o'clock tonight and run through noon tomorrow for all of southern Wisconsin. But wind chill warnings where wind chills could drop to 35 to 45 below zero are in effect across parts of eastern Iowa and much of central and western Minnesota. As we look at current temperatures now across the Midwest, it's cold everywhere, even below freezing temperatures south of the Ohio River now. And compared to 24 hours ago, those temperatures are down a good 10 to almost 20 degrees, and it was cold enough yesterday. Weather track shows the upper level winds right now, right out of central Canada, pouring into the Midwest. The jet stream flattens out a bit to the west, and we'll see a brief warm up on Thursday before another shot of cold air arrives for Friday and Saturday. The center of the cold air mass, that high pressure system, just right along the U.S.-Canadian border, and as that settles southward, the winds will continue fairly light, but again, there'll be enough of a breeze to drop those wind chills very quickly. Future track shows clear skies overnight and sunny skies tomorrow, but again, it's not going to have much of an effect on temperatures until we start warming up tomorrow night. So wind chill advisory in effect from 8 p.m. tonight through noon tomorrow for all of southern Wisconsin. Look for a low temperature tonight of 18 below zero in Madison, wind chills from 20 to 35 below zero. Tomorrow, another bitterly cold day, high of 11, but that'll be at midnight. During the day, we'll probably be in the single digits with wind chills from 0 to 15 below zero during the daylight hours. Future track, those temperatures tumbling pretty quickly overnight to between 15 and 20 below zero. During the afternoon, single digits with wind chills to 15 below. Then those temperatures start rising overnight tomorrow night, so we're in the upper teens by early on Thursday morning. Thursday, a cold front coming in from the north and west could generate a couple of flurries, but notice the wind shift to the northwest. We'll see a high of 29, but then the temperatures start falling again, and we'll see another very cold morning by Friday morning. Wind chills overnight dropping to 25 to 35 below zero early in the morning and staying below zero during the day. 7 to 10 day forecast. Temperatures briefly warm up on Thursday. Very cold again Friday and Saturday. Nighttime low temperatures around zero and wind chills to 20 below zero. Seasonal temperatures early next week, and then a storm in the middle part of the week could bring some snow, maybe mixed with some sleet or freezing rain at times.
And coming up in sports, Greg Gard will wear these pink shoes on Thursday, part of Coaches versus Cancer Week. Why this year, this week, and those shoes hit close to home. That's next on News 3 Now.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
You protected our rights, preserved our freedom. You may have even risked your life for us. Now, it's our turn to fight for you. Your local Wisconsin emergency, energy, and housing assistance providers, and the Keep Wisconsin Warm Cool Fund reward the service of our veterans with rental and energy support in their time of crisis. Apply today to get the fresh start you've earned.
You've heard that an apple a day keeps the doctor away, but you still need to see your dentist because getting good dental care is important to your overall health. You dental bills can take a big bite out of your budget, especially if you're retired or on Medicare. Even a simple cleaning can cost $200. And other procedures like crowns and root canals can cost hundreds, even thousands more. But affordable dental insurance from Physicians Mutual Insurance Company can help. Give us a call or go online for this free information kit with all the details. This isn't just a discount plan. This is real dental insurance that can help pay for over 350 covered procedures like cleanings, fillings, crowns, even dentures. There are no deductibles, no annual maximum, and you can see any dentist you like. So don't wait. Call or go to sendinfokit.com to see how easy it is to save on dental bills.
Physicians Mutual, Physicians Mutual. Earn now, spend later during Blaine's Farm and Fleet's Rewards Members Dollar Days. Now through February 2nd, Rewards members earn $10 in Blaine's Bucks for every $100 spent in store. Redeemable just like cash February 10th through the 20th. Start earning today on deals like Guardian Premium Pine Shavings, just $5.29. $2 off large bags of Blaine's Performance Dog or Original Cat Food. And 40-pound bags of wood fuel pellets, just $4.49. Earn Blaine's Bucks now to spend later during Blaine's Farm and Fleet's Rewards Members Dollar Days. Going on now.
iMart Express is the only place where you can count on same-day service. Thanks to our local labs, shop our huge selection and get quality glasses at a price you'll love. And see better today. Right glasses, right price, right now.
In tomorrow's Restaurant Week profile, Josh Breider shows you what's for breakfast. Then answer our question of the day, and these restaurant vouchers could be yours.
Plus wind chills that could be dangerously cold. We're breaking down the numbers tomorrow morning from 4:30 to 7.
This week, the Badger men's basketball team travels to Nebraska on Thursday and then hosts Minnesota on Sunday. And you might notice something different about Greg Gardner's coaching staff. They'll be wearing suits and sneakers, part of Coaches versus Cancer Week. And this week hits home to Greg Gard. His mom, Connie, is battling breast cancer, so he'll be wearing these pink shoes, while the rest of his staff will have pink laces to show support for his mother.
When you have this type of news again, you know, it hits home. And, you know, for her, I wanted to do that, and I got her permission to do it before I was going to come out with the pink shoes, but I felt it was important, you know, and our staff all wanted to wear pink laces. They asked if they could do that, so just appreciate the support. But when you have another parent get diagnosed, it rocks you a little bit.
If it feels like we're already back to last offseason with the Rodgers watch, it's because the watch for his decision has already begun. It was Aaron Rodgers Tuesday on the Pat McAfee Show, and the Packer quarterback said he owes it to the organization to not drag out his decision and that he plans to make it before free agency begins in March. The Wisconsin men's hockey team is looking to rebound after a weekend where they were swept at the hands of Penn State, and they got a little boost today at practice. Cole Caulfield was back in Madison skating with the Badgers. The Hobie Baker winner is officially out of COVID quarantine, but still has to wait a couple days before he can return to Canada. So Caulfield thought he'd get a skate in at the Kohl Center, and Tony Granato was all over that idea.
He had such a big impact on our program in only 2 years. Last year was one of those special years from the standpoint our team won the Big Ten. They won the Hobie Baker. We really didn't have a whole lot of chance to celebrate all the things that he accomplished here, so anytime he's back, it's great for us. And, you know, it does. It adds a little bit of excitement to practice, and he is welcome anytime he wants.
Gary?
Well, temperatures already below zero across the northwestern parts of our viewing area. Wind chills between about 10 and 20 below zero. Wind chill advisory is going to affect 8 p.m. tonight through noon tomorrow for all of southern Wisconsin, including Madison.
All right, Gary, thank you very much. And thank you for joining us for News 3 Now at 6.
Enjoy your evening, and we'll see you back here at 10.